Hi friends, Gene Burnett from GeneBurnett.com. Hey, I thought I'd talk a little bit today about taking micro breaks. Really important, I think, to do. I have what's called a core chair here. This thing has some adjustability. I can rotate around like I'm on a yoga ball. I can do all this kind of stuff. I can scooch back a little bit and I can work on lifting my chest and keeping an upright posture, and I can think about my ergonomics here, but realistically, I get absorbed in the screen like everybody else. In fact, I know I'm supposed to be looking at you. You're up there in that camera, and I can't help but look at the screen. Because I'm just used to looking at screens. I spend a lot of time looking at screens, and inevitably my posture suffers somewhat, and then I remind myself, and I do my best to sit up straight. But more important than posture, for me anyway, more important than good posture and ergonomics and all that, is taking micro breaks. A micro break is where you stop for about like a minute in the middle of what you're doing when you realize you've been sitting for a while. For me, it's 10, 15, 20 minutes. Whenever I even think about taking one, or it even occurs to me how long I've been sitting, I just immediately take one. And what you do is you just take a minute. Like, you can even have a timer. You can just, set your little timer here to 1 minute. And sometimes all I do is just stand up. And I just find a neutral posture, neutral position, and I just kind of bounce a little on my feet, maybe shift my weight a few times, maybe just walk around the room. Just kind of stretch my back or chest a little bit, maybe stretch the other way a little bit. Lift a knee or two. Look at all the cool stuff I can do in just the space of 1 minute. We're still inside of a minute here. Now this is, you might not have this kind of balance or that kind of, but just letting your weight shift back and forth like that is kind of nice. Or if chain punches or something simple that you can do that doesn't hurt your joints or anything, you can do that kind of thing. You can let your hands come up and sink down like that, kind of drop your weight. Just little things like that, or you can just get up and do that. There you go. So now I come right back down, sit down and pick up right where I was. So I found that it cost me almost zero productivity in terms of writing or communicating or whatever I'm doing online. Or certainly if I'm watching a video, it's really easy to do. It's just get up and move around while I'm watching. Really recommend that you do this because it works so well for me, and I can't believe I'm that unique. More important than posture, I do keep good posture the best I can. I aim for good posture the best I can, but I just make it a point to get up and move around, walk around a little bit, just get things flowing and moving a little bit. And then come back, and it's always a little bit better when I come back again. I feel like a little bit energized, and then I'm ready to go again. I think we are not evolved to sit around for long periods of time staring at screens. And we're not evolved to be sedentary and sit and stare at anything. So sedentary life has been shown again and again to contribute to all kinds of bad health outcomes. And this is one way, just a small way, that you can just break that up a little bit. Instead of every 3 hours or 2 hours, I gotta get up. So I don't want to be one of those guys who has to get up. Like, to me, it's like every once in a while I have to sit down. I'm trying to make being upright being on my feet more my default. But I do spend hours on the computer like everybody else, and when I do, I try to get up every 15, 20 minutes at the most. And move around a little bit, get the blood going a little bit, just breathe, just go into another room for a second. It's only a minute, and I come back and I haven't lost anything. My train of thought is there. You can get applications that will remind you every certain number of time. There's one called Time Out for Mac. There's some other ones. I've used those occasionally, but right now I'm just going on my own just sense of time. I just glance at the clock. Oh yeah, it's been 15 minutes. Stand up for a second, sit down again. The lost productivity when your back goes out is a lot greater than the minutes that you lose when you're doing micro breaks. So encouraging you to take micro breaks. Also breathe deep, take good care of yourself so that when all this craziness is over, you'll still be here. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.